everyone, welcome back to Tipping with Pom. I'm Dan, Pommyinoz host. How are we all doing? I hope we're very well. If you are new around here, please like and subscribe, share it to your socials. It means a lot to me. We're right near 300. It'd be awesome if before the weekend is out, we break that milestone so we can start a road to 500 or whatever the next milestone may be. I think 500 is good there. And we've got a jam-packed fixture list this week, which is awesome. We've had the buys. We're now back to just normal football every night, so that's even more exciting. It's almost like the EPL. We've got sport coming out of our ears, which really does help us in lockdown, as you know, in Victoria at the moment. And we begin tonight, 8:10 at the Optus, Sydney versus GWS. Now, GWS have been playing some beautiful football at the moment. They look really on. They look like they've hit them strides, and for me, they'll be there or thereabouts at the end of the year. Really suits them this shortened quarters as well. They've got a plethora of players back as well. You know, Taranto's really kicked on since he's come back. Formidable midfield, very strong in the forward line. Probably got, for me, one of the best forwards in the competition in Jeremy Cameron. And he's surrounded with Himmelberg, who has a really good record against Sydney as well. And they're against Sydney as well, a team that traditionally tries to make it a bit more contested. You probably won't see as much free-flowing football from GWS, but it should be a ripper nonetheless. I'm going to back GWS in here, though. I'm going to predict 80-65 to GWS. They'll get the chocolates in the Sydney derby, and I think they'll continue. They look really good, and I find it hard. I don't think Sydney have enough quality on the outside to really hurt GWS. Then on the Friday, we've got Geelong versus Port, the Metricon at 7:50. And this is a tale of two sides. Geelong look really good. They've really started to come into a bit of form. They will definitely be there or thereabouts at the end of the year. And Port have probably been, for most, the surprise packet of the year, playing a really good brand of football, really attractive to watch for mine. And they've had some really good results. They grinded a result as well against Richmond. They looked really impressive. I'm going to go against the grain here, though. I think Geelong will win 67-61. I think they've got... I just feel like Geelong are going to start, finals times come in, they'll start hitting it home. Then on the Saturday, 2:35, we've got North versus Brisbane. Brisbane are another side that are absolutely flying at the minute. They look really good. McCluggage had a good game last week, along with a host of others. Zorko's starting to find the ball a lot, really impacting. Got a really smart forward line as well. And for me, I know this sounds weird, I think they look better with Stephen Martin out of the side. I think McInerney has done really well there. And it just seems like they play a different dimension. They look really good. Daniel Rich as well is a big in last week for them. And you'd imagine he'll be a lot better for a second game into it. And North, they've kind of been hit and miss, haven't they? It's a tough one because I really do enjoy North's endeavour and stuff, and I find it always hard to tip against them because they're a team that kind of looks better on paper than they are performing. Can't get past Brisbane though here. 71-59 I'm tipping. Home and hosed, I think that one. I just can't see enough quality for North to get the job done. Tough ass. That midfield, Neil is flying. Brownlow lock, that is. 5:10 then at the Gabba on the Saturday afternoon. D's versus the Pies. Now, I was surprised when I looked at this one and saw that the D's are the same value as Melbourne, because to me, I think this is a no-brainer. I think we're now at the chocolate end of the season, let's call it, where teams are there to make finals. And I just think Collingwood will win. I tried to make a case for Melbourne. I just can't. I mean, Melbourne are a very good side, but I mean, no Gorn, no Viney. They show a bit, but they kind of just leave you wanting. There's just something missing there, and I think the Pies, they're getting the job done. I think they'll win this one comfortably, 69-56. I just can't see any other result. Then 8:10, Carlton, Fremantle, home of the great scene Optus last year, where against all odds, the Blue Baggers had that sidestep, that banana. It's going to be a tough one, this. Tough one because Fremantle come off the back of a very impressive performance against against Hawthorn. It was very, very impressive. Let's not take anything away from Fremantle. That was as complete a performance of football inside will do. That young core in the midfield, Brayshaw, Chera, Sarong looked phenomenal. Backed up with Mundy, Fife going forward. It looked good. Darcy looked good as well. Up against Carlton, who showed a lot of positive signs against West Coast, fell short for whatever reason you want to believe. Didn't quite have enough quality to beat them. Fremantle obviously not got the quality West Coast have. But I'm just going to back Carlton here 71-65, and I'll tell you for why. Carlton seems to, when they have a disappointing loss, when it doesn't quite get the result that they probably deserved. They just seem to fire back, and I think this will be a great game though. Two sides that play a real attractive brand of football, real positive, very kick-heavy, very focused, direct game. Looking forward to this one. This will be the tie of the round, this. I love everyone saying Sydney, GWS, Port Geelong. This is the one. This is the one, ladies and gents. Then on the Sunday, we've got Doggies versus Crows at the Metricon. Crows being woeful, not getting the results. Doggies are up and down like a yo-yo at the minute. It's a tough one. I mean, McRae, Bontempelli, they just don't seem to fire at the same time. But I think they will here. I think they've got too much quality. I'm going to stand by. I think Crows will go winless this season. I think it's going to be a winless season. Not taking anything away from the Crows. I reckon they'll trade hard, draft hard, and I think they'll be okay in the long run. But I think this season's a little bit of a getting your feet under the table. 67-59, I'll give the Dogs. They'll grind it out. Then 3:35, we've got the Saints versus the Bombers. Now, the Bombers got their get-out-of-jail-free card towards the last minute of that game against Gold Coast. I think the Saints will win this one 74-63. Saints are impressing me every time I watch them. I enjoy their game style. It's very quick. It's very fast-paced. If there's a game you'd sell to the States, and that's what the AFL are trying to do this year, Saints would be your first choice. It's fast, it's positive, it's attacking. Maybe the Carlton as well. It's an appealing game style to watch, let's be honest. 6:10, we've got Eagles versus the Hawks. Now, Dad's Army Hawks, they're a tough one here because, you know, they're a lot better than the results show. And big shout out to Fallen Sports. I know you watch the channel and we get into a little bit of a seesaw. I respect the Hawks. They're a side that was dominant when I first came here, and they're a side that I saw a lot of as I learnt this great game. Just can't see it. Can't see it against the Eagles. I think the Eagles will be too much. Going to predict 85-58 for the Hawks. Just not enough's going right for the Hawks for me to warrant it. I think the Eagles are very tough at home, and I think that speaking to a few Eagles, they're disappointed last week in the performance against us, so I reckon they'll come out. And then the Monday, to complete the round, we've got Richmond versus Gold Coast Suns. This could be a rip snort of this, because Gold Coast, really the young pretenders, playing some great footy against Richmond, you know, the old wily veterans of this. It's weird calling them the veterans, but they know winning. I think it's going to be too much for Gold Coast. I think you'll see Richmond here. They'll fly 74-61. They're my tips. Let me know what you guys and girls think. Big shout out to Lana Owens. Hope you're doing well. I know she's going through some stuff at the moment. Lockdown's been tough, but I hope you're doing well. Big shout out to you. Hope everything is well, and I hope you enjoy this video. As for everyone else, hope you're having a wonderful time. Hope your family are well. If I don't see you through the week, I'll see you through the window. Pom out.